Hello there folks, it's Jim here from I Am With Jim. Welcome to this video in which I will be showing you how to set up your Tradingview indicator named Supertrend with your Cryptohopper automated trading bot. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to make Tradingview and this particular indicator here, which gives off the buy and sell indicators, we're going to make this send messages to your Cryptohopper, and it will instruct Cryptohopper on when exactly to buy specific coins based upon a different what we say time frame. Now, going on about time frames, what I wanted to mention was you will probably get better results on a higher time frame with most indicators, because the higher the time frame, in general, indicators are more accurate. For example, I mean, this is on a 5-minute chart right here. Let me just full screen this for you. And as you can see, this being on the 5-minute, you can see a buy signal here which gets triggered as soon as this candle here gets above that red line there. Can you see that there? So that buy trigger didn't get triggered at the bottom of this candle. It got triggered as soon as that price reached just above that red horizontal line there, basically meaning the trend has changed on the 5-minute time frame. Alright, so if we can kind of measure from where the signal went off to where the signal is giving a sell signal, well, as you can see, if we line it up properly, the sell signal is given as soon as we get below that trend line there. The trend changes back to a downtrend on the 5-minute. And as you can see, if we were to use the 5-minute time frame with our Cryptohopper and it bought here and it sold there, exactly where the sell signal was printed, it wouldn't be very good, would it? 0.15. Okay, and that's on a 5-minute time frame. If we measure from here right to the very top, that's a better result, but even then it's not that much, is it? So what I recommend to do is not to set up the sell signals. What you will do instead is set up the trailing stop loss inside of your Cryptohopper to take care of any selling. So the only signals that we're going to use in this tutorial is the buy signals. Okay, so if we call this a buy signal and we use a different time frame, we should get better results. Okay, so let's have a look at the 15-minute. Now then, look at that. So obviously this buy signal here would be printed. It would pop up with a buy, not down here. That would obviously be the best place to buy, but nobody knows that is the bottom. However, this super trend indicator, once the price gets up above this red line on the downtrend on the 15-minute, gives off a signal just about here, and then if we measure it from about there up to the next sell signal here, that would be printed as soon as that gets just below the uptrend line there. So that would be 2.29% profit on the 15-minute chart. Now, the trade would have taken approximately 22 hours, and that's if you were using the sell signals. However, we're not going to be using that. I recommend using the trailing stop loss on your Cryptohopper. So if you'd used a trailing stop loss, for example, maybe you could have got from this particular trade up to about 4%. So if you're trailing, let's say you activated your trailing stop loss at 3%, which would have been approximately down here somewhere, yeah, and then it would have followed the trade up to around 4%. Let's say you put a trailing stop loss at 0.5, you could have grabbed about 3.5% off that trade, rather than around 2 point something percent. Okay, so do you get what I'm saying? Don't set up the sell signals, because you will get less profit, in my humble opinion. Now let's have a look at a higher time frame. Okay, so this looks a little bit more interesting. Alright, now obviously Bitcoin has pumped in the last few days. Alright, so many a time you're going to get these sideways trading situations. Alright, so but let's have a look from, let's say, this one here, alright, up to where we are now. Now obviously you see the red line there comes down, and then once this candle gets up above that red line, that is your buy trigger signal. Alright, so it's going to come down there and it's going to start going back up, and once it gets above this red line here, that is going to print your buy signal there. And remember, we're on the 1 hour time frame here, so these trades are going to take longer than the 15 minutes and longer than the 5 minutes. So let's have a look. Let's measure from just above that line there. Let's say we're using our trailing stop loss and we follow that trade up. It would have gone 5.26% at 5.21% in 10 hours. Let's imagine that you set your trailing stop loss to 3% with a 0.5% drop. You could have had 4.5% in 10 hours. Alright, so that's a better result, isn't it? Let's have a look at the 4 hour time frame, and then I will check the day time frame, and you can choose what's best for you basically. Alright, but I recommend a higher time frame. The higher the better, really, but the higher the time frame you go, the longer the trades take. So it's 6 of one and half a dozen of the other, really. Now then, this is the 4 hour time frame. You can check for yourself 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. Alright, let's have a look what would have happened if we would have bought here and traded all the way up to there using the trailing stop loss, not using the sell. Alright, let's have a look. So the sell would have been around here, just when it dropped below the green line. So it would have missed out on all of that. Let's have a look. There you go. Just about there. Signal to buy. Now, that would have gone up 14%. Alright, very nice. But it would have taken 4 days, 8 hours. Maybe you could have had 6 trades on a 15-minute time frame that would have equaled, all combined together, more than 14%. So it really is swings and roundabouts, and it really is a matter of you choosing your own time frame. Alright, so let's say you had set, let me measure right to the top of that, 15.2%. Let's say you'd set your trailing stop loss for, I don't know, 4% with a 1% drop. You could have followed up that trade all the way up right to the top, and as soon as it dropped 1% from there, let's measure it down. That would take you down to about there, which is 22,564. Now then, if we measure from 22,564 22,564 there, about there. That would have been around 14%. Okay, so you could have grabbed around 13, 14, at least 10% anyway. Okay, and that would have taken how many days? Measuring from there where the buy signal gets triggered, and 4 days, 4 hours. All right, 4 days, 8 hours. But that might be perfect for some people. All right. Now, if you look at all these other ones here, a lot of choppiness, a lot of, you know. So this is what I mean. You're going to have to choose the best time frame for yourself. Let's have a look now, last one, at the 1 day, and let's find out what kind of result we would have got from that. So, as you can see, look here, this buy signal here wouldn't have been printed until after this green candle here got just above that red line there. The trend broke. Alright, and then that would have dumped straight away 10%. Not good with leverage. Well, I wouldn't be doing that with leverage. However, it then does go back up 9% up, and that was a long wait, 26 days. 9%, 26 days, and enduring that dump there. Ooh, scary stuff indeed. Yeah, but you know, basically the trend has changed. As soon as it gets up there, it's broken out of its downtrend. It's just an anomaly where it's gone boom down again. So yeah, as you can see, different time frames, different results. What kind of, you know, what kind of risk factors that you're able to deal with. All right, so I would go for a higher time frame, possibly not as high as the 1 day time frame, maybe the 1 hour. Let's have a look at this one. I know we've looked already, but let's have a look at this last pump here. All right, there we go. Yeah, I'm thinking that an hour is the sweet spot for me. It might not be for you. All right, so shall I show you how to set this up with Cryptohopper, so that every time one of these is triggered, Cryptohopper will then go, okay, let's buy Bitcoin, all right, or any other coin that you're looking at. All right, let's do it. Let me full screen that. So obviously I've got 2 screens, but I can't put Cryptohopper on the right hand screen and this on the left hand screen because you won't see both. So I've made each window half and half so that you can see what's going on both apps at the same time. Alright, so what I'm going to do is, first I need to set up a paper trading bot. Now I don't want this to interfere with my real money bot because it is just a demonstration. Alright, so I've just deleted my old paper trading bot so I can make way for this how to set up these. Okay, are you ready? So what do we need to do? It's been a long time since I've done this, so I'll fumble about a little bit for sure, but that's okay. Alright, so here we are. Right, I've just had a really good idea actually. So this is on the 1 hour, but for the purposes of this demonstration I'm going to set it up on the 1 minute, because otherwise we're going to have to wait a while for like Bitcoin to get above this green line here, and then a new buy signal will be printed. Alright, if it gets there, right, 'cause it might bounce off and come back down. So on the 1 minute, obviously we're going to see buy signals a lot more frequently than on the 1 hour. However, looking at this, we've had one which was 10:39, and what time is it now? 11:22. So let me think. Let's have a look at the 5 minute. Alright, yeah, we had a sell. So we get up here. If we get up here, is it coming down? We get up here to around 20,560. We should get a new buy signal printed there. Let's even have a look at the 3 minutes, see if we've got anything going on there. Oh, we've just missed one. Just missed one. Let's have a look at the 2 minute. Just missed one there as well. So I'm thinking 4 minutes, maybe under 4 minute. Again, it's going to get up to about there. We've just had a red dot printed there. So to the 5, and got a red dot. 15 minute. Alright, so back to the 1 hour. I want, maybe I choose a different coin. It doesn't have to be Bitcoin, does it? Alright. And I've just had another brainwave as well. What you could do with this is you could set up the paper trading, and you could have, let's say, Bitcoin on the 1 minute, and you could try that out with just Bitcoin on the 1 minute, and then you could say, right, well, 5 minute I have Ethereum, and set up Ethereum on just the 5 minute, alright, etc. Dogecoin on the 15 minute. Yeah, you could have, what's this, Matic on the 30 minute, and you could have Gala on the 1 hour, and you could have something else, GMT on the 2 hour, and you could let the paper trading bot go for a few days and see what kind of gives you the best results, which time frame. So Bitcoin 1 minute, Ethereum 5 minute, Dogecoin 15 minute, Matic 30 minute, Gala on the 1 hour, GMT on the 2 hour, another coin, perp, anything on 3 hour, you know, XRP on the 4 hour. You could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You could test 10 coins on 10 different time frames and let it run for a while, maybe a week, and see which one brings you the best profits. Alright, that is a really good idea. So what I'm going to do is exactly that. Alright, but first we've got to set up our paper trading bot ready to receive signals from here, and then I'm going to show you how to get signals from here into your Cryptohopper. Alright, so I'm going to full screen that. Now obviously I've just deleted a bot, a paper trading bot there, ready for this. So here I am in my account. Oh, that's new. They've just added the copy bot. Excellent. Alright. Okay, so let's have a look at creating this bot. This is paper trading, and you know paper trading is just monopoly money, yeah? It's fake money. Alright, and it's going to be on Binance, okay? Okay, let me switch this to paper trading, like so. Alright, so you don't need to do any API keys, anything with paper trading, because it's just looking at Binance charts. Alright, it's not actually buying and selling with real currencies. Alright, so, and I'll just enable that, and I'll disable the buying and selling because we don't want any false signals coming through. Alright, save. Alright, now, so it wants some USDT in there, so let's say, should we say $1,000? Alright, deposit. Alright, so there's our $1,000 of fake money. Now then, what we need to do next is we need to go into, why does that say Pioneer? It should say Adventurer. Alright, never mind, it doesn't matter. Alright, so now we need to go into the config for this bot. Alright, so there we go, base config. Now then, let's have a look through all these settings. Now, give your bot a name. So I always call it paper trading, so I know which account is which. Alright, save it. Okay, so that's saved. Exchange is Binance, paper trading, yep. Highest bid, lowest ask. I don't think actually this matters anyway, because we're sending signals to it, so, but that's usually what I have mine on when I'm using it automated within Cryptohopper itself. Okay, and save that. I like to save every step after I've configured it. Notifications, no, I don't want pings coming in on my phone every 10 seconds or whatever. Buy settings, alright. Market, okay. 5 minutes is okay. Open positions, we're going to say 10, aren't we? Because in this demonstration I'm going to set up 10 coins. I'll just show you how to do 1 or 2. I'll do Bitcoin and Ethereum on the 1 minute and the 5 minute time frames. Alright, so we're going to have 10 coins in total. Yeah, 1 position per coin. We noticed if you change this, that would mean you can have 10 Bitcoin positions. We don't want that. Back down to 1. Alright. Next, cooldown. No, we don't need that because we're sending signals from Tradingview. Yep. That's what we want, only 1 open. We don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Alright, so like I said, every time we've finished configuring one page, click on save. Saved. Coins and amounts. Now, it doesn't matter what you choose in here, because it's just going to buy whatever Tradingview tells it to buy. So even if you chose these coins and you were using different ones on Tradingview, it's still going to buy them. So in fact, you can even empty this out and it will still just do its thing. Alright, so I just put a couple in for good measure. Alright, so we'll give it 10. Waves, Zilliqa, 1 more. Engine. Alright. Alright. So, quote currency, USDT, correct. Percentage buy amount. Now then, this is how much it's going to spend. When you get a signal to buy Bitcoin, for example, now Tradingview doesn't know how much you want to buy. Tradingview is just going to send a signal to your Cryptohopper, and it's going to say, hey Cryptohopper, buy Bitcoin now. Alright, Tradingview doesn't know how much it's going to buy, doesn't control how much it's going to buy. It could be $10, it could be $10 million. Alright, so inside your Cryptohopper is where you control how much it spends on the Bitcoin purchase. Let's go. There you go. $10. In fact, I'm just going to make it slightly more because sometimes those $10 buy orders will fail because it comes in lower than $10 once it's gone on the exchange. Alright, so $10.50. Alright, minimum USDT per order, put $10 in there. Maximum amount allocated. Alright, so this is how much we're trading with in total. Alright, so let's say you want to limit from your 1,000, you want it to only use $500 of your 1,000. Alright, now save. I've just noticed something changed when I changed this from 1,000 to 500. It's using 1.05%, which turns out to be $5.25. And as you know, on Binance you can't buy less than $10. So I'm going to put 2%, 2.1% in there. There you go. That's $10.50 again. Save. Now, next tab, strategy. This is where you set it up to run from Tradingview signals. Now, this is the part where I can't remember exactly what to do, so I'll figure it. Hang on. Calm down. Ah, yeah, that's it. I remember. I just saw that. It's the signals only. Alright, so signals meaning Tradingview or whatever other app to send signals to the bot. Alright, number of targets to buy. Well, I don't think that makes a difference. Alright. Okay. Save that. Now. Alright, so now we're going to go down through the other options. Alright, in trailing stop buy we don't need anything in there. So that should be switched off, okay. In sell settings, we can put a nice big number in there because you never know. I want to show you what would happen if we would put 3 in there. That would basically mean it sells anything as soon as it gets to 3% profit. Now, what would happen if something's going to go up 25%? Well, if you have 3 selected in there, it's tough luck, mate. You're gonna sell at 3%, even if it goes up another 22% after that. So what I do is I always put a big number in here, 1,000, because you never know. You never know. Some of these small cap coins can go up a lot, so you want to get as much as you can out of them. All right, so that is going to be extremely rare, and it's never happened to me. It probably will never happen to you, but you never know. And if you set that at a small number in here, you will never get a massive profit if it does pump good time. Okay, so 1,000 in there, so it's going to allow us to make 1,000% on a coin that pumps big time. All right. Put 5 minutes in there. Market orders should not take more than 5 minutes to sell. Alright, save. Okay, next, sell strategy. Nothing selected here. You don't need these. Alright, next, stop loss. Disable. I'm not using stop loss because it's a paper trading account. Obviously if you are using this with a real money trading account, then you could activate that. It all depends. It's all personal preference. Alright, so you could select that and you can say, alright, if it drops 3%, it will sell. Alright, so if you buy $10 of Bitcoin and it drops 3% after you've bought it, it's going to get down to how much? 3% of $10. It's only going to be a few cents. It could be 30 cents or something like that. Alright, there you go. Switch that off and save that. I'm getting to the juicy bit soon. Trailing stop loss. This is where the bot will decide when to sell. Alright, don't get confused. Some people get this mixed up the wrong way around, and in fact arm trailing stop loss would make more sense if it was up here in this option here, but it's the other way around. Arm trailing stop loss at, let's just show you. Let's say something goes up to 1,000% in profit. Now that number in here means that if it dropped to 999%, so it went all the way up to 1,000, then dropped 1% down to 999, it would then sell. Alright? However, we're not using numbers like that because it's never going to happen, is it? It's not going to happen. Once in a blue moon on a one of these small cap coins that are pump and dumps, something. Maybe like Doge went up 150% the last couple of days, as you know, after Elon Musk bought Twitter. Those kind of occasions, sometimes you get nice big profits. It never went up 1,000, but you know, 150% is pretty awesome, isn't it? So we're going to put a nice sensible number in here. I'm going to put 5. So that means we're hoping for a minimum of 4% profit. Alright? Or if, let's say, you want a minimum of 5% profit, you could put 6 in there. So it goes up 6%, and if it comes down to just 5% profit, it would sell, because that's the number you've decided on there. If you were to put 3 in there, obviously it can go up to 6%, and then it starts coming down to 3%. It would sell, so you would end up with 3% profit. Alright, so let's put in 5 and 1, because 5 is quite reasonable to achieve. Alright, or you could put in 3 and 0.5, so hoping for at least 2.5% on each trade. Alright, let's put that back to 1 and 5. It's just a paper trading account, so it really doesn't matter too much. Alright, enable. Yeah. Only sell with profit. Okay. So enable those like that. I'm not actually sure whether this would cancel out that 1,000 there or not. I'm not sure. But as it is, it's fine as I've set it here. Alright, now 3 more settings down there that we don't really need. Auto close, that's a time period. Let's say the trade goes on for 7 days and it's still not in profit, it can just sell. Again, that's personal preference. Short settings, that's for a completely different method, shorting. Alright, let's have a look. Dollar cost averaging, you could set this up if you wanted. Let's say you buy Bitcoin and straight away it starts going down. The market just changes, it goes down. Let's say it goes down 5%. Well, you can set this to buy some more Bitcoin if it drops. rather than doing the stop loss. Alright, so it's a different way of trading. Dollar cost averaging, you could buy $10 a Bitcoin at $10,000, and if it drops 5% to $9,500, well, what do? You either sell it and lose 5%, or you could buy some more, expecting Bitcoin to bounce back up. Alright, so I'll put this on for this demo. DCA after X open time, I like to give it at least an hour, you know, before it decides to do the DCA. Alright, because it might dip quickly and come back up. Alright, max retries, you can put like how many times you want it to DCA, because it can come down more than once. Alright, so you could say 3. And DCA set percentage, and I would choose, in a bear market, like we technically still are in a bear market, aren't we? In a bear market, I would put a bigger number. And in fact, in a bull market, I would put a larger number in here than 5, because if you have it at minus 5%, you could spend too much money too quickly. Alright, so just for this video, this example, I'm going to put that to 10. Alright, so it'll DCA 3 times. $10 will become, put that to double down, $10 first DCA would become $20. So you've spent $20, and if it DCAs again a second time, it would double down again. It would turn that $20 into $40. Alright, and the third DCA, your $40, it would spend another $40, because that is doubling down. So your total trade size, money spent, would be $80 in the end. Alright, so that's how that works. Save that. Now, the juicy bit, as promised. Let me just have a slurp on my coffee. Yummy. Oh yes. Alright, now what we got to do, we've got to go and configure, let me just save that again, good measure. We've got to go and configure our Tradingview signals from that Supertrend indicator to come to Cryptohopper and to buy Bitcoin based on the 1 minute time frame. And remember guys, if you're using real money for this, don't use the 1 minute time frame, because sometimes the sell signals come in lower than where the buy signals were, and obviously you get a lot of false signals on a lower time frame. Yeah, it's too choppy. You can get a buy signal, and then 5 minutes later you can get a sell signal, which happens a lot lower down than when the buy signal comes. With a higher time frame, you're getting a little bit more accuracy, a little more reliability. Alright, so where do we go next? We have to click, we've done all this is configured. Now I just go back to our dashboard in here. As you can see, a bot is still not doing anything, and that's just how we want it. What we've got to do next is we've got to go to Marketplace in here, and then we've got to go to Apps here. This is where we get a little bit of code from our Tradingview, and we plug it in to our Tradingview. So this is where we link our Cryptohopper to our Tradingview, so they can communicate. As you can see down here, bridges and connectors. Yeah, there's lots of things you can connect to your Cryptohopper, and Tradingview is just one of them. So click on Tradingview here. Now then, I haven't done this for a few months either. Okay, so now let me explain this. Want to use Tradingview strategies, indicators and alerts to buy and sell with your hopper? With the Tradingview app, you can send buy and sell commands directly from your Tradingview charts, which is exactly what we're going to do. The Tradingview app works with Tradingview alerts. Send alerts to your generated webhook URL, which is there, and start buying and selling with your signals and alerts from Tradingview. Start now, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, so this is your webhook. This is something you have to keep private. This is like an API. Don't share this with other people. For example, if I shared this with you on YouTube and thousands of people are watching this, there's going to be at least one idiot that grabs this, copies this, and puts that in his Tradingview and starts getting my bot to buy whatever he tells it to with his Tradingview. Now luckily this is just a paper trading account, so it wouldn't matter in this case. So obviously after I have done this, I'm going to be recreating this to change it, and that would lock out anybody else who has seen that. Alright, so I will, after this video is uploaded on YouTube, I will obviously recreate this because I don't want anybody controlling my Cryptohopper, especially on my real money account. Alright, so we need this. You need to copy this, and I recommend you get a notepad. Makes it easier. Copy that, put it in the notepad, paste. Alright, that's my webhook. We need two things. We need this, and we need this. This is like a little command, a little program that we plug into Tradingview, and this tells us what we're doing. So as you can see, Dogecoin is selected and buy is selected here. So to change that from a buy to a sell, you would click that and then click generate, and look, sell has come up. Alright, but we're not doing sells, we're letting the bot do the trailing stop loss. Order type market, paper. So you would type in BTC into there, because that's the one we're doing right now. You've got paper, that's the correct bot. If it was your real money bot, you would select your real money bot, and that is on buy market. Now we click generate, and this will populate itself with the code that we need for our, there you go, copy that. Okay, back to our notepad and paste it there. Alright, so that's all the information we need, and we're going to take this and we're going to plug it into our Tradingview. Alright, so let me just slide this across to my other screen. Now what do I need to do? I need to make that small and make this big. Alright, we're on Bitcoin. Let's get it on the 1 hour, and let's set up an alert. Let me just check I've got no current alerts. Okay, good. You will need a paid plan for alerts on Tradingview. It won't work with a free one. I don't believe it will work with a free one. So you will need a paid plan, and I will leave a link below in the description. And if you could help out my channel by going through my link at no extra cost to yourself, obviously, Tradingview will help me out by giving me free coins inside Tradingview, and I can put that towards a new subscription every month. So also there's a link for Cryptohopper below as well, if you'd be so kind. Alright, we're on the 1 minute, we're on Bitcoin, and we want this indicator here to send a message to our Cryptohopper every time it prints one of these buys, and we're going to ignore the sells. Alright, so let's go to alerts. Make sure you're on the 1 minute first, and then condition here. Choose Supertrend because that's the indicator we want to use, and as you can see, VMC Cipher B is also in that menu. That's this one down here. So any indicator that you have loaded up on your chart will appear in here. So we're going to choose Supertrend. Supertrend buy is the correct one, and we're going to choose we could choose once per bar close. You've got different options here. Alright, so only once would trigger the buy alert, just the once, and that's it forever. Alright, it would ignore the next ones, so it's just a one-time affair, so to speak. Once per bar close, if you choose that one, every time you get a buy signal for Bitcoin on the 1 minute, it would buy. So in this instance, on a 1 minute chart, it could get a little bit crazy. Do you get me? It could spend too much of your money. So once per bar, similar to this one. Alright, bar close means it prints this. It's not going to send a message to Cryptohopper just yet. It's going to wait until the next candle, the next bar, then it's going to send a signal. So once this is closed, it means it's confirmed. If it gets to the next candle and that buy signal is still there, that means it's confirmed. Alright, because sometimes it can print a buy signal and then the next candle a sell signal, or the buy signal can disappear because the price drops again within that same candle. So it prints and then it deletes it, and that would send a false signal to your bot. Alright, so bar close would mean it sends a signal just after. So the next candle starts printing or painting, and if that buy signal is still there, alright, send a message to your Cryptohopper to buy Bitcoin now. And if you remember, it's not going to tell Cryptohopper how much Bitcoin. It's just going to say, hey Cryptohopper, buy Bitcoin now, and it will do that. Alright, so I would select only once, and you can restart the alert next time. Alright, especially on the lower time frames, and especially with real money, otherwise it will spend too much. The webhook URL, we need to select that. And now, do you remember our URL that we copied and we pasted into here? Let me just get it back again. Let's get that, copy, and let's paste that into that box there. So that tells Tradingview whose Cryptohopper it is. It's mine. And it also tells Cryptohopper it's my paper trading bot. Alright? More actions. And get it to play a little handbell sound. There we go. Just like that. And that would let me know, if I'm sat at my computer, that it's just buying. Alright? So now, alert name, I usually do this. I just copy this. cut that out of there and paste that in there. What do we need to put in this box? Well, this is where our other section of code comes. Hopper ID. So yeah, this Hopper ID is the one that tells which Cryptohopper it is. Alright, there we go, and we paste that in there. And that is done. So once we click create, it's not going to happen right now because we've already had one a good few minutes ago. What we need to see first is a sell and then another buy. So unfortunately it's just a timing thing. We're not going to see it work for a while. I could pause the recording, let this play out, let this print a sell signal, get ready for the next buy signal, start recording again when I think another buy signal is going to come in. I'm glad we're pumping again. So let's just check that that alert has been created. There it is. So there it is, and let's just check other time frames. Ooh, 11:50. About 16 minutes ago we got a buy. No, it's got to get up to 700-ish on the 30-minute. Maybe this one is going to send off a buy alert as soon as it gets above that green line there. Let's have a look at ETH. Is ETH doing the same thing? We might get one. Let's do ETH now. Alright, I'll show you how to edit the code on the 1 hour. Alright, so let's set the alert. This is the 1 hour. I know I said I was going to do 5 minutes, but just for this one. Supertrend buy, correct, and only once. Webhook URL. Let's paste in that code. Now what you've got to remember is we're not buying BTC. Edit the code for the correct coin. Alright, let's have a little handbell. Okay, go, because maybe we'll be lucky and the bot will it's got to get up to there. The bot will buy only ETH when it gets up to here. So is it going to go up to there? It might take a while actually. Again, 16, 15-ish. It's got a fair bit of a pump to go. But yeah, we've got the green dot on the bottom, the momentum's coming up, the RSI is coming up, the VWAP and the money flow are coming up. Nice. Alright. So that would buy ETH, and that is what you would do for each different coin. All you have to do is change the coin name there. I could go onto Doge and do the same thing on a different time frame. So you don't have to go back into your Cryptohopper and get a new code, because once you've got your webhook and once you edit this for the correct coin name, you're good to go. So once per bar, 1 hour, create. Alright, so once that gets up there, we get a new signal. We're going to get got a 15-minute. Alright, let me do an alert on the 15-minute and you will see Cryptohopper buy. Alright, Supertrend only once. Alright, paste that code in there. ETH. Webhook is still there. Alright, all correct. Create. There you go. The signal has gone off. Let's have a look at Cryptohopper. Do I need do I need? Yeah, need this switching on. So let's make that alert go off again. Edit, save. Is it going to buy? Boom, there it is, just as I said. And there you go, it's spent $10, $10.50 actually, but with little discrepancies it's knocked a bit off. Alright, so obviously if you'd have put $10 exactly in there, it might have tried to buy $9.80 and it wouldn't have gone through. So that is how to set up Supertrend indicator on different time frames with your Cryptohopper. So I hope this video was helpful for you, and I hope you've learned something. Smash up the likes. Links in the description for Cryptohopper and Tradingview and Binance as well. And I will see you again in another video where I'll show you how to do more things with Cryptohopper. Alright, so thanks for watching. Ooh, we're in profit already. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again next time. Subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, bye bye.